Okay, here's an introduction to the Coolboard. As you can see, when we just start off, I've got a mat under the ball, and I'm just getting a feel for the movement on the board, so moving it left to right, forward and back. Okay. Once I've got a feel for it, I can then start to take my hands off the bar, continuously moving the board in order to maintain my balance. You can't stand still on a Coolboard, it does not work. Okay, so then when you start getting your balance, then you can start moving the Coolboard, so you can get a feel for moving from left to right, forward and backwards, and recovering from those positions. There you see, went right to one end of the board and came back again, and again the other side. So it's all about getting a feel for it to start with. Okay, from there, what we can then do is start to try to squat down. Why this is a lot harder is because we're using our quads in the squat, but we're also using them to try and balance on the Coolboard. So this makes it harder again. We bring our hands behind our back again, putting us slightly off balance, and so again that's harder. So as we come down, you might start to see a slight shake, a slight more of a small movement as your quads are trying to both balance you and keep you in that squat position. And then from there, you can come back up again, just stop, and then we dismount. Here we're now taking the mat away, so we're just on the hardboard, so the board, as you can see, the board's moving a lot faster, side to side, forwards, backwards, a lot quicker movements. Starts to get a little bit more fun when you're actually riding the board. And again, from this position, you can then go down into the squat, and again, as you can see it moving, lots of little fast movements as your quads kick in. Put our hands behind our back, and again, with all these movements, especially indoors, I do recommend having a bar to get hold of, because if you do fall here, obviously we're in a glass house, not a good idea. From the dismount here, we can then start to mount the board without using the bar, and then gaining our balance afterwards. So all these things are slightly progressive. Here, as you can see, starting to use outside influences to put us off balance. Here using a couple of pads, some reasonably gentle hooks and crosses here. Just again, put us off balance, make things slightly more awkward for ourselves, so our legs are then, core are working a lot harder in order to maintain our position. Here we go, catching just the light ball here, but obviously you can move up to the medicine ball and such like. Again, do you get put off balance, you will sometimes have to come back. Okay. And these are not just for adults. You can see here, using a slightly smaller board, and again, putting himself off balance. Nice little fast movements. You can see the ball moving quite fast here. He's on the larger ball here, now he's using a slightly smaller ball underneath. Possibly a little bit more control with a smaller board. Again, just challenging it all the time in order to improve and to work the thighs, muscles, core, all the way through your body. Okay, so not only can we stand on it, we can do exciting things like press-ups, and here making it harder by moving it off to one side, so all the effort's going into one arm, we go off to the other side, all the effort straight into the other arm, and back to the middle. Again, the instability, here we are, we're using the Bosu ball to make the thing even more unstable. You can see it's like a little bit being on the sea, and again using the TRX here, which is very difficult. And again, it doesn't matter about age. Press ups on the ball here. Again, I think you can see Tyler having a go on the Bosu ball as well. I think we can just manage to get one out of here. But basically, there we go. And again, there are other things you can do here using as a squats on the wall. So the similar, we might use a Swiss ball to do this. You can use your Coolboard again, and from here you can turn it round. You can start doing slightly easier press ups by starting on the wall, and then we can move on to the floor. So altogether, very versatile and great fun.